Okay, here we are, video 2 of the Yamaha O1v. Okay, we're going to start off with the rear panel, showing you the what we're working with back here. Okay, now we have a 2-host, which would be to hook the mixer up to a computer. We have MIDI in, out, and through, which would be if you're using the mixer as a control surface. We have an optional input-output card, which gives you 8 channels of ADAT on the way in and out to add expandability. Now we have a digital in and out, we have a left-right, and we also have 4 omni outs, which are assignable, but we're going to go ahead and use them for the auxiliaries 1 through 4 outs. We also have a monitor out, which is a left and right. Now the output volume for the monitor out, you'd find right here. This is how you this is your master control for that. Okay, and that's the rear panel. Now what we're going to do is we're going to dim the lights so I can give you a better idea what's going on with the screen when we go ahead and recall scenes. Okay, so right now we're on scene 1. Say I wanted to recall a different scene. Right now store is blinking, as is the memory button on the right hand side. Now using our cursors right here, we want to cursor up to recall, which we're on, and we want to use our parameter wheel right here to scroll up. Say we want let's see, we want M-Box. Okay, so M-Box is blinking on the left hand side, 09. We're going to go ahead and hit the enter button, and as you see and heard, our faders moved into place and we're now on a certain scene. Okay, now say this is the first time we turn the mixer on and we want to go ahead and give us like a fresh start. This is a new band, new room we're doing. What we want to go ahead and do is, see, from the home button, we're going to hit home so you see the screen refresh. We're going to go over to the memory button. Now, we're at the same menu again. Now we want to use our parameter wheel to scroll down to a scene that we created called pre-fade. And the reason why we made pre-fade was because if we use the initial data scene, initial data has by default has all 4 aux sends to post fader, and in live situations you typically want them all on pre-fader. So we created a scene to make that quicker for us. So we're already on recall, we're already on pre-fade. We're going to go ahead and hit the enter button at the bottom. Okay, now that we're on pre-fade, you can see the reason why we created the scene was because if you were to go to aux1 over here, all those buttons are pressed in where it says pre for every channel, which is great because, you know, we're already set and ready to go. That's less configuring we have to do while we're at the job. Now, we're on our home button right here. We're gonna, you know, put a little quick mix together, and then we're gonna go into aux1, put a couple things through that monitor, aux3, a couple things through that monitor. Now, as you see, it remembered what we did with aux1. It remembered what we did with the home section. All right, say we're at the end of the night. We're happy with the job we did, and we ultimately want to record what we did, so that way, if we work with that band as a repeat situation, we can easily recall it, which will cut down on our sound check and do a lot of the work for us. Now, to do this, we go back to that red memory button. Okay, now we're going to use our cursors down here to cursor down to store. We're going to use our parameter wheel right here to parameter up to the next free scene, which in our situation is 16. So 16 is blinking, we're on store, we're all good. We're going to go ahead and use our enter button. Upon hitting our enter button, this prompts us to give a name or a title to the scene. And once we're done doing that, if I hit enter, which would be okay, it would create our scene and it would be ready to be recalled again for future situations. So this is the conclusion of training video 2.